All right, cool.
Love the shirt, bro.
That's
I'm
great.
from Virginia Beach.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I want to represent today.
That's right, man.
I knew there'd be like a million pictures, so my dad will appreciate it.
So obviously we're going to see you guys at some point.
Yeah, that's why I'm here talking to you guys. Yeah.
So how is Barry going to be changing this experience now and, saves Irish just to be ripped away from the
Yeah, it'll honestly be mostly a positive experience for Barry. I think the rest of the team has kind of had to deal with the loss, then pick up the pieces and keep moving, and Iris specifically is having to deal with the heartbreak of being left behind in the middle of an engagement and not taking this personally that Barry, walked away. But Barry, when he comes out, won't be himself initially because of how insane this experience is. This Speed Force experience isn't like the past where we've seen him in the Speed Force and we've seen the Speed Force embody other people in his life and teach him whatever lessons they think that he needs to learn at that point. This time I think he's been kind of left on his own and he's been experiencing kind of non-linear time of his life over and over and over again from start to end in really no particular order. So I think when he comes out, he's kind of jumbled and messed up initially, but once we get past that, I think he's had this sense of awakening and understanding, and he's been able to let go of a lot of the loss he's had in his life and forgive himself for a lot of the mistakes he made last year that sent the whole team down the road they went down. Yeah.
There's been a talk of the show shifting to a more lighter scale since it got pretty dark.
Yeah.
Is that something you're excited to explore some more?
Yeah, I mean, that was always the goal for our show, was we were going to be the lighter, funnier show. And sometimes storylines just take you where they take you. And I think just because of all the time travel Barry Allen did and the repercussions it had, it just kind of took us down the Flashpoint road, if you will, and we didn't really do Flashpoint for long, but we dealt with the repercussions for an entire season. And Barry wasn't only the big bad at the end of the year, but he was kind of the villain of the season because it was his fault that everything happened. So we're going to get back to our roots a little bit because of this experience in the Speed Force, and Barry's able to let go of things and move on. He's able to help the team kind of move on, and the show can get back to its original roots where Barry, enjoys having these powers and has fun, and the whole team kind of has a little bit more fun, and because of that, we actors have more fun, and the audience will have more fun watching the show.
Speaking of moving on, you're kind of moving on from having a speedster as the main villain as well. What's that going to be like coming up this season?
I don't know too much about DeVoe and the Thinker, which is our big bad. But it's not a speedster. So, first of all, the tag at the beginning of the show, "My name is Barry Allen, I'm the fastest man alive," will actually be true.
That's a nice perk.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be different. We're not dealing with the speedster. We're gonna have to come up with different ways to save the day. So it'll be a whole different dynamic for sure.
We've also been hearing that Iris is going to kind of step up as the leader in your absence. So how is he going to react when he comes back to seeing that he's kind of been replaced?
Yeah, I think it's a more mature Barry than we've seen. So I think he's willing to kind of work with whatever's kind of happened. But he doesn't know what the dynamics are initially when he gets back. So first couple episodes, you see him put his foot in his mouth a couple times. But that's Barry Allen, That's just kind of awkward Barry Allen. It's fun, but there, and whenever he needs it, he gets the inspiration from Iris, at the helm, in the Cortex, speaking to the microphone, giving him while he's out in the field. And when he's needed it, that's what's lifted him up in the past. So I think he knows that and understands that, and it's only a good thing for Barry to have Iris in that position.
Do we get to see Barry get back to his scientist roots a little bit more this season?
We have so far, in the first or second, maybe in the first two actually. For sure in the second episode we see some. We definitely don't do it enough, in my opinion. So hopefully we do it more this season. I'm not really sure, but we've touched on it a couple times so far this season.
And we got to see you work with Sarah and Chris, and then it was like Supergirl. Is there anyone else that's former co-stars or otherwise that you really would hope to bring on the show eventually?
Not a former co-star. Well, technically we were in West Side Story together on the Broadway tour, but my buddy, he's a best friend of mine, Kyle Harris. He's on Stitchers on Freeform. And yeah, we've been looking for a role for him for a while. We don't want to force it, obviously, but if there's something good for him ever, I'm gonna try to make that happen for sure. Yeah.
You were talking about Barry making an adjustment once he does come back out from the Speed Force. So is having Iris in his ear going to be something that kind of helps reacclimate him to his normal life?
Yeah, I think Iris is always kind of the thing that kickstarts Barry when he needs it. So again, having Iris in Barry's ear is always a good thing for Barry. I think sometimes, like any relationship, he's like, stop, you know, like, but ultimately he needs it. So it'll be good for him.